Hank says, and I need a moral boost. Can you give a quick summary of why selfishness is not an evil value? God, just a little thing like that, right? For 20 bucks. So why selfishness not an evil value? It's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, what you're asking is who should be the beneficiary of your action? Well, it's your action. It's your life. The fundamental choice all human beings face is the choice between existence and non-existence, life or death. It's only that choice, the choice of life or death, that makes values, that makes the concept of good and evil possible. That which promotes life, that which leads to life, is the good. There is nothing else. There's life and there's non-existence. Non-existence cannot be a value. It's the negation of value. Value is in pursuit of life. Thank you, best friend Hank. That's better. So, to live, a choice, once you choose to live, once you've made that choice, and almost everybody makes that choice, then your entire value hierarchy needs to be organized around living. And what does it mean to be selfish? It means to live. It means to place your interest above all else. It means to focus on your life, to live for you. So what's the alternative to selfishness? The alternative is to highlight and to emphasize death. It's to focus on non-existence. Because every value is either for your life or against your life. And once you make the choice to live, and some people make the choice to die, and that's not fine, but it's okay. It's their choice. But once you make the choice to live, then everything else is necessitated by that choice. Then the question is, well, how do I live? You have to use your mind. In pursuit of what? In pursuit of life. What do we call that? Self-interest, selfishness. So it's your life. You only have one of it. There's no alternative to it. Live the best life that you can live. It's both philosophically makes sense. It also is common sense, although, God, nobody until Ayn Rand, nobody thought of it. Not in those terms. So the whole field of morality, is meaningless if it's not focused on providing you with a path, providing you with the values and virtues, with the roadmap to life, to living. And that means being selfish. That means being self-interested. That's what it means.
And to begin with, I wonder if I can ask you to capsulize, I know this is difficult, can I ask you to capsulize your philosophy? What is Randism?
First of all, I do not call it Randism, and I don't like that name. I call it Objectivism.
All right.
Meaning a philosophy based on objective reality. Now let me explain it as briefly as I can. First, my philosophy is based on the concept that reality exists as an objective absolute, that man's mind, reason, is his means of perceiving it, and that man needs a rational morality. I am primarily the creator of a new code of morality which has so far been believed impossible, namely a morality not based on faith.
On faith?
Not on faith, not on arbitrary whim, not on emotion, not on arbitrary edict, mystical or social, but on reason. a morality which can be proved by means of logic, which can be demonstrated to be true and necessary.
All right. All right.
Now, may I define what my morality is?
All right.
Because this is merely an introduction. My morality is based on man's life as a standard of value. And since man's mind is his basic means of survival, I hold that if man wants to live on earth and to live as a human being, he has to hold reason as an absolute, by which I mean that he has to hold reason as his only guide to action, and that he must live by the independent judgment of his own mind, that his highest moral purpose is the achievement of his own happiness, and that he must not force other people, nor accept their right to force him, that each man must live as an end in himself and follow his own rational self-interest.
May I?
All right, before we go on, reminder, please like the show. We've got 163 live listeners right now, 30 likes. That should be at least 100. I figure at least 100 of you actually like the show. Maybe there are like 60 of the Matthews out there who hate it. But at least the people who are liking it, you know, I want to see a thumbs up. There you go. Start liking it. I want to see that go to 100. All it takes is a click of a thing, whether you're looking at this. And you know, the likes matter. It's not an issue of my ego. It's an issue of the algorithm. The more you like something, the more the algorithm likes it. So, you know, and if you don't like the show, give it a thumbs down. Let's see your actual views being reflected in the likes. But if you like it, don't just sit there. Help get the show promoted. Of course, you should also share. And you can support the show at JeronBrooksShow.com/support, or on Patreon or Subscribestar or Locals, and show your support for the work, for the value hopefully you're receiving from this. And of course, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, even if you just come here to troll, or even if you're here like Matthew to defend Marx, then you should subscribe, because that way you'll know when to show up. You'll know what shows are on, when they're on. You'll get notified, right? So, yes, like, share, subscribe, support. Like, share, subscribe, support. There you go. Easy. Do one or all of those, please.